Good morning. This is Mila Boschko with the daily report from the Eatglobe newsroom in Varna. Let's start with the news for today. Can you imagine what it is like to drink espresso in space? One of astronauts' daily routines just got a bit more fun, or at least Earth-like. A newly invented space cup, mimicking the role of gravity, can now substitute the previously used sealed bags with a special attached straw that astronauts used instead of normal cups. Even mundane tasks like taking a drink are complicated in space, where microgravity or weightlessness affects the way fluids behave. NASA found a solution to this inconvenience. The unique gravity-evading cups rely on capillary force, the ability of a liquid to flow in narrow space without the assistance of gravity, like water being drawn into the fibers of a towel regardless of how it is oriented in space. Rather than relying on gravity, the cups use the combined effects of surface tension, wetting, and cup geometry. They were tested with a range of drinks from simple fluids like water and juice to more complex ones, such as cocoa, coffee, espresso, and fruit smoothies. The initial experiments were successful, much to the delight of NASA astronauts. Now to our second news. Researchers from the University of Queensland found that non-bee pollinators, whose precious services are often neglected by farmers, account for an average of 38% of the visits to crop flowers, which is equivalent to those made by honeybees. Non-bee pollinators include flies, beetles, moths, butterflies, wasps, ants, and bats, among others. The problem is that farmers not only neglect those valuable organisms, but even use pesticides that are harmful to them, leaving honeybees as only dependable pollinators. The scientists caution that the global reliance on bees as the only pollinator species is a risky strategy, especially considering the many threats managed honeybee colonies face today, as well as the risk of colony collapse. If this worst-case scenario occurs, non-bee pollinators can serve as an insurance policy. Thus, the researchers advise that agricultural practices should be altered to protect those organisms. And finally, our third news for today is all about a Christmas delicacy. Turron is a Christmas candy made with almond, honey, sugar, and egg white. It is a form of nougat, dates back to the 16th century, and has Arabic origins. Turron duro, also named turron de Alicante, is thick and crunchy. Turron de Gijón or blando is soft. Once the basic mixture is cooled, it is cut into blocks to become turron duro. For turron blondo, the nougat is ground and almond oil is added to form a paste. Nowadays, new variations of turron containing chocolate, kiwi, and other ingredients are gaining popularity. The history of turron is preserved in the Turron Museum in Alicante, where visitors can witness the making of turron on the factory floor, but only during the Christmas season. This is all for today. If you would like to find out more, please visit eatglobe.com.